Hello and welcome to this one video. We are going to talk about 6 ways I deal with struggling to when I six deal I deal when I'm struggling to make money. So the topic of this video is like what how do I deal when I'm struggling to make money. So in this one video we are going to talk about the struggling part of it because we all go through this, and if you're not struggling with this video is not for you. And if you're struggling with this and if you want to learn how the thing that I manage and stuff like that, so this is going to be a video for you. So if it is not this if this video is not for you, you can might as well watch something else and learn from it and go take an action. If you are struggling and if you don't learn the process that I do, so these are 6 things we are going to talk about. And this what inspired me to make this one video is because now I am going through stuff, and what I am struggling right now is the basic cash flow of it. So if you're a part of the Academy of Art and Scientists, you know when I have started the business, how long it took me to build a business, where were the phases that I was like, okay, I was not literally making, I was making like zero money a month, and then how it went all the way to 2,000, then 3,000, then 4,000. So today is what, 9th of June 2022. So you know exactly in what phase I am right now. You'll exactly know when you are a part of the Academy of Art and Scientists. So if you're not part of the Academy of Art and Scientists, like, you learn these things, get inside the community, then you'll know exactly why I'm talking about this one thing. Because when we go through stuff, we have to deal with a lot of things. And one of my friends recently she said, Fazal, learn to deal this with yourself. I was like, hey, that's a very harsh way to put things. But then you should not learn things the way you are supposed to learn. Like you should never learn things the hard way. And this is one thing that I've kind of learned the hard way, and I just want to put it across for you so that it's going to be beneficial for you. And with the tone that I'm speaking, you know how this phase is for me. So I just wanted to document the process of how I deal with things, how I do things, so that it is going to be beneficial for you. And it's completely like, it's for free. Like, learn things, do it, apply for yourself. If you have some other things, alternate ways that you're dealing with things, put that in the comment section so that I get to learn things from you. People get to learn things from you. The members of the community get to learn things from you. Even if there are people who are not from the part of the community, even they get to learn things from you. It's not, you don't have to learn it alone. You don't have to deal with it alone. We are in this together and we are learning this together. So point number 1. Cool. How I deal with the money problem. Like, no, this is not going to be the tactical part of it. This is going to be the mindset part of it. Definitely it's going to be the art part of it, the mindset part of it. How do I deal with it? Because I'll tell you, I'll be very honest with you. See, I've got cash flow problem right now, right? So I know there are 2 ways to making money. Got it? So this is the academy part of it. And this is how, when I put in money from my advertisements and tools, that's where you make the big money. So to go into that direction, I need cash flow, right? I need money so that I can put that money. So I've got something called masterminds and the table calls that I do. So I need money coming from here, so that's going to be my prime income for the moment, so that when the money comes into picture, I'm going to put that and get the big money. So the struggle that I'm dealing with is, I don't have this income. I've got very less amount of this income, which will not even be sufficient to run this big engine. So in this struggle, what I'm going is like, I'm going crazy thinking about it. So what are the things, just to put it in, what are the things that's going to help me? Point number 1 is, the core has to be strong Fazal. Like, I'm just talking to myself. Even if you're not watching it, I'm just documenting it for myself. Like, the core has to be strong. When I say the core has to be strong, the roots has to be strong. Now when I say roots, the core, it has to do completely with the religion part of it. Completely. This video is going to be that. It has to be completely to do with religion. Now if you feel like religion and spirituality are one thing, great. If you think religion and spirituality are 2 different things, then I cannot explain the concept of spirituality, but what I'm trying to focus here is the roots, the faith, whoever you believe in. You need to get that thing strong first, because our roots are that. If we can get that right, that's the foundation of it. That's not even the pillars of doing things. If the pillars are above the foundation. When you're building a building, foundation, above the foundation, the pillars are set. The stronger the foundation, the thick the strongest foundation is, the bigger the skyscraper you can build. So if this is not strong, this is going to fall down anytime. So the foundation, the roots, the core, the faith has to be strong, because when we talk about religion, a lot of things we learn there is going to radiate in your own businesses, in your own struggles. So one of the examples is like in our religion over here is like, we have to pray 5 times a day. we need to practice a lot of things like, okay, you shouldn't get angry. Okay, what do you do when you get angry? When you're kind of getting frustrated, when you're getting angry, okay, go like pray 2 rakats of salah. That's one part of it. Or when you're kind of bursting out in anger, it's like either sit. If you're standing, sit. If you're sitting, stand. It's like just go for a walk. Like wash your face, do wuzu and purify yourself physically so that your mindset shifts. And when you're angry, don't make a decision. So there are 1,000 things that you can learn from the religion part of it, the core part of it, which will ease your process when you're going through a struggle. Point number 2, a pretty long video is going to be, I think, is being grateful at the moment. Here will be like, Fazal, what gyan are you batting? Something that I've been pondering, and this is something that is very important for me. Yesterday, I went to a prayer. Cool. And I've got like 2 hands, 2 legs, fully functional, physically very active, and alhamdulillah, all good. Now, when I went to a prayer, I saw a guy who came to the prayer. He had left leg completely physical active. He had right leg active without a foot. And he struggled all the way to come to the prayer. And he prayed very content, very grateful, and he made that effort and he came to the prayer and he prayed and he went back. Across the time for the whole night, this one thought stayed with me. Fazal, you have got a functional body and still you make excuses. So what that did was, I have to be grateful for, like, just by looking at that person, I have to be grateful for just the leg that I've got. Because if I don't have that fun food that that person does not have, imagine the way I'm going to have, how am I going to be grateful for things when I'm not valuing what are the things that I've got? So being grateful for whatever you have at the moment. The other day we went to a terrace. So diagonal to this terrace, there are like 3 kids who always sleeps on the terrace. For one reason that they cannot pay for electricity, they cannot afford an air condition. We can afford an air condition, we can pay for the electricity. Cool. So when you're looking at things externally, we just have to look at things to us like, okay, how can I be grateful for the day? So the thing is, being grateful at the moment. It's like when you're stressed out, we're not having that flow, that functional cash flow and stuff like that. Like, think about it. Like, what are the things that I'm actually doing so that will keep you grounded? Point number 3. Is this something entrepreneurship perspective where is going to be, this is going to get you through a lot of phases. Looking at the bigger picture. Okay, you are not able to make that 2,000 rupees at the moment. You're not able to make that 10,000 rupees at the moment. You're not able to make that basic necessities. We have like great goals, like making like 3 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees, 1 crore, 5. We've got like great goals. But when you're not able to make the basic necessities meet, when you don't have that basic financial stability, I won't even say security, when we don't even have this stability, what is going to happen is you're going to go crazy. Because there are a lot of responsibilities on you, and we're not able to make the money, the cash flow is not coming in. And when we talk about cash flow in this business, this is cash flow is equals to revenue, not your salary. So if you're getting 50,000 rupees a month from as a salary, 50,000 rupees is your money. You can do anything with it. When you're making 50,000 rupees as a revenue in a business, it has got segments, and 25% is going to be a salary in that. Just 25%. If you're making like 10,000 rupees, 2,500 rupees is going to be your income. Like whatever you have to do with the electricity, with the rent, with the clothes, with the gifts, with the mobile data, with the petrol, it has to do with 2,500 rupees. That's all. That's your income. That's your personal expenses. That's your home expenses. So when you are not able to meet the basic necessities, dude, you need to be looking at the bigger picture and not just being consistent or persistent, but just keep on cruising through those times. And it's okay, I cannot make this, but what did I learn from this one? The other day I was selling on high ticket, and I couldn't close a member for a bigger number of money, but then a smaller number of money. I was like, dude, this money that I made is not even paying like 2% of my expenses. 2% of my expenses. Then I was like, okay, what can I learn from this one? I was like, okay, I can sell people the great things. But what am I failing at, what am I lacking at the moment is I've got great selling skills. I've got great closing skills as well. But then what did I learn from this moment is if I would have had a volume number of people, I would have done more in a good amount of money. I would have made the good cash flow. Just because I've got a less number of people, I am not able to do that. If I've got like bigger number of people, I can do that very easily because I've kind of learned a skill. And skill is going to stack over a skill, and over a period of time, you're going to develop the skill. I'm going to get good at it. So that was the lesson that I've learned. So looking at the better picture. Fourth one is one of the most important points is documenting daily blessings. Something that I do on a daily basis. I've been doing it for this is the 13th month that I'm doing it. Documenting daily blessings. This is like a non-negotiable of the day. No matter what happens, no matter what struggle you're going through, no matter what tragedy happened, no matter how many people come into your life, get close to you and they leave you, like you're just hanging around like that, and no matter how much pain you're in through, you just make a habit of documenting what are the daily blessings. It can be one blessing, it can be two blessings, it can be three blessings, it can be even half a blessing. Whatever you feel, okay, what am I grateful for the day? And write it in a tracker. Document it, because when you're going through a rough time and when you have like a half of blessing, if you have, just glance through the previous days of blessing that you've got. You'll feel that refreshed. Probably sit and cry for it, but then you're going to have that refreshing feeling where you can, for a moment, you'll feel, okay, great, I've been grateful for so many things, I should start being grateful at the moment. Look, what are the other things that I can be grateful for? Point number one. Point number two, blessing to one, blessing two, blessing three. So when you make this a habit, it goes so deep within you. Even when calamity hits, you'll be like, okay, what did I learn from it? That will be your mindset. Fifth one, again, a perspective of mine where this can be for you, it can be trusting the process. This is something widely said, and the other day I was just pondering over it. I was like, hey, trusting the process is a matter of time. Cool. Trusting a process is a matter of time, and time gets slow when you're struggling. And when you're very busy, time goes very fast. It's time, it's a creation, right? For me, the other day I was like, I don't want to trust the process. Cool. Now this is going to be different, slightly different perspective that I've got the other day, and which I am going to hold very strong, because for me, it's not trusting the process. Now, this fifth point is going to go directly in congruency with the first point. Core. I don't want to trust in the process. I want to trust in the creator of me. Like, who created for them? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty. Like, that's what I believe in. So, trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever the process is going to be. Okay, I cannot understand what's happening right now, because for whatever reason, I have no knowledge about it. What I have to be doing is, I don't have to trust the process. I don't even know what the process is. I exactly know how to make money, but then there is a disconnect. So this part of it, I have no idea what this process is. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so the creator I've got, because he is going to help me and guide me and take me forward in. I don't even have control over anything. I can just do my best of it. That's all. So I don't have to trust the process, because at times we don't know the process. We have to trust in the creator of who has created Fazil, like who has created you, and we just have to keep on stepping forward. Pray and do the work. Pray and do the work. These are two pillars that I've kind of hold on very strongly lately. Like, you pray first, then you put on the work, and then you pray, and then you put on the work. We do this simultaneously. You are going to move in a direction. Second, you're always been guided over a period of time. Fifth point. Sixth point, again, this is also one of the verses from Quran that I've kind of learned, is with difficulty comes ease. This is something that I've heard yesterday, and when I was going through a phase today in the morning and the evening, I was like, this is something I've learned yesterday, and I just have to ponder over it. What is this? With difficulty comes ease. Yes. Cool. With difficulty, whenever you're going, think about it. Whenever you're going through a struggle, whenever you're going through a phase, it is a challenging time. You are not able to hold on to yourself, and you're mentally disturbed, you're emotionally disturbed, you are having that cash flow, you've got like stress and stuff like that. That's a difficulty part of it. With it, the verse says, with difficulty comes ease. And the other day, when I was listening to this lecturer, he mentioned it. It's a package. It's a package. When there is a difficulty, there are doors of opportunity right in front of you. How many times have you gone through a difficult phase where you had no idea how you will come out with it, but then you were able to walk in through multiple doors of opportunities which you never even imagined that these doors were even there. So it comes like a package with difficulty comes in. So these are like the 6 ways I have got in my mind embedded where we are going through you and me, we are going to go through a lot of phases in life, especially when it is going to do something with the cash flow. Because when you're starting off the business, when you're starting to make the first cash flow, is going to be very, very challenging part of it. That's where a lot of people, they filter out, and the ones who are going to stay for a long time is the people who are going to cruise through it. You might have a different perspective than I should. You might have a different way of dealing with things. These are the ways that I deal with when I'm going through a struggle. Especially this struggle is constant. The struggle is going to be constant. If it's not cash flow, it's going to be relationships. It's not going to be relationships, it's going to be family. It's not going to be family, it's going to be health. It's not going to be health, it's going to be technology. It's not going to be technology, it's going to be something else. It's always going to be there. So how do you deal with it? These are 6 ways that I do it. So share in the comment section what you have learned and what are the ways you deal with the struggle, and that way I'll be able to learn your perspective. That's why I'll be able to learn the way you've learned things from this video. And also the members who are also watching it, who has no idea how to deal with it, they might probably not have gotten any value from these 6 points. They might get a value from your perspective. So I would love for you to put that in the comment section, because this is something that is extremely important for me. Because great, ways to make money, ways to sell, ways to convert, all great stuff. What if that doesn't work for you at the moment? Then this is going to be the phase that you're going through. So this is the phase that everyone has to go through. Everyone goes through eventually, because you make like some money here, you're not going to make money over here. You're going to make money for like 2 months, third month is going to be slightly low for you. So this is a process that eventually everyone somehow goes through. And I think this is the best way to, so that you can learn a lot of things and stay humble, stay humble, never get arrogant, never give up, and just keep on cruising through the challenging times. May peace, blessings be upon you and your loved ones. May you sail through this phase that you're watching it, these struggling times, smoothly and easy. And share in the comment section what do you learn, and the other members, how can the other members learn from your perspective, how can I learn from the way you deal with things and stuff like this, so that you don't have to do it alone. We don't have to do it alone, and nobody gets to say that. Deal with your stuff yourself. Nobody gets to say that. We have to do it alone. We cannot do it alone. We have to do it together, and we shall do it together, and let's sail through it together. Thanks for making this video the topic, me, a part of your day, and I genuinely hope that you have learned something from it. And the next video that I'm going to record over here is 3 most important things to know. 3 most important things of money to know before launching business. So again, that's like a struggle that I've been going through. I was like, okay, let me even talk about that in a different video. Thank you so much. I'm going to record that, and I'm going to see you in that video. If you're struggling, if you feel that it's an important video. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you there.